Dave made this beat.
Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 168. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Cheers. What's up, SLAC family? What's up, my brother?
Nothing much, man. Back in the building for another episode of our Tuesday tradition. You know what it is. Always lots to going on in the world of sports for sure.
Yep.
And always just glad to be back here with the family. That's what's up. So what's good with you?
Not much, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's good with me. What's good with you, man? I'm saying you gonna break off the dude, but I guess let's wait for our boy Marcus to come through. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To give a little bit more time, you know what I mean? But
yeah, for sure.
You know what it is, man. Like, all right, ain't nothing I got going on bigger than what you got going on, fam. So it's all good, dog.
We can talk about it. I'm sure it'll be brought up, but yeah, let's see. Ankh in the building already. We got some SLAC family coming in. Hello from Texas. Yep. We got Facebook user, Bobby. AKA Bobby, looking like Bobby. What's up? Was missed last week. Glad to be here. We got Anthony Wesson in the building too, reminding us about the picks as well already. And then Bobby's still on the Facebook or on the YouTube user, so it's in the privacy settings somewhere. So that's what it is. But yeah. Let's see. Let's before we go into our topics for the week. Oh, we also got Pops in the building. Hello, Pops. We do need to bring on the third member of the panel so we can round out the panel before we get started, and that is Mr. Marcus. What's good?
What up, fam? What up? We here, man.
Yes, we in the building again. And, we got a lot to talk about. So we'll go ahead and get this train rolling. Though, hold on 1 second. You know how it is. Got to get the screen right. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into our first topic of the week.
What's up next? Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL talk.
Let's get it.
All right, NFL talk. You know what it is. Already week 10 down in the NFL, and lots of interesting games. We'll go over the scoreboard here in a minute. But I do want to talk about that Bills-Vikings game. That was a pretty spectacular game, and Justin Jefferson made what they're talking about as the catch of the year. What did you guys think about that? Did you guys see that catch, and how does it stack up for you guys amongst the great catches recently?
It's crazy because it was so pivotal in the game, but like Diggs had one that was almost just as nice in the game too with his one-handed grab. But it was a crazy catch, a catch that they most definitely needed too. Great game. That's game of the year so far to me.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in such a big spot when they were not sure if the Vikings gonna, is Josh Allen gonna play? What's happening with the Bills? He did play, and it was still a great game. So Marcus, what did you think about that though? Is it not much ado about nothing? You still like the Bills better, or are the Vikings for real deal?
Well, I call the Vikings to win the game, but I didn't think it'd be that close. But I didn't really see the catch. I was watching the game, but for some reason, I don't know why I guess I thought the game was about to be over, so I don't know. But yeah, I missed the catch, but hey, man.
Well, there was like 3 different times that game should have been over, actually.
Yeah,
between like the regular and overtime, it was pretty crazy. But but that was pretty cool game. Also, last night in Monday Night Football, we had the Eagles and the Redskins, or actually the Commanders. I'm sorry. And Marcus, I think, did you call this one too?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't call it.
No, okay.
Yeah. So, but it was a good game though. It was really good. The refs kind of helped the Commanders a little bit, but I don't think they changed it. I think they still would have lost because the last penalty of the game, when he took the knee, and the other guy, it's momentum. If you watch it, when he went on the knee, you don't even see him in the screen. And all of a sudden, he come over here and he hit the guy, and it cost him the game. So I think it came back around, but I'm happy they lost. I hate the Eagles anyway. So
yeah,
I hate the Eagles.
Yeah, I definitely do as well. Being in the NFC East, but we kind of knew that they weren't like some of these other undefeated teams where they were like super, super scary or like, you knew that they were probably going to lose at some point. Makes sense that it would be within the division. So that's for sure. That's what's up.
Can I pause for 1 second? What are we doing right now? A special person just came on and said hello, everyone. So I think we all family here. So I think something happened recently.
Okay,
I think we got to address. I think we shut everything down right now because this is more important. I got to let the family know.
We waiting for you to come through. I was like, let's brought this news up right.
Well, now that Grace is in the building, we will talk about a very special event that happened. Yes, on Friday. A little bit of a surprise event, but yes, Grace and I were married.
A little bit.
So,
a little bit.
So as we were talking about Jefferson making the catch of the year, I made the catch of the year on Friday.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, dog. That's like 10 points right there you just got. Boy, that's dope, dog. That's what I'm talking about.
Now that Grace is here, welcome Grace and everybody. Please congratulate Grace and I, but I'm definitely the lucky one in this situation. But yeah, definitely.
And Grace, we're gonna change that their name on there too. It's been plenty of time for you to change that name on there, and we gotta make it happen. I'm just saying, guys.
Yeah. So, but yeah, moms and Aunt Pammy in the building as well. We can go back through some of these comments now. Kelly said, "So happy for you, Grace and Alex. Thank you guys for sure. Much appreciated."
So dope.
And yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to,
No, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
We just wait for you to come through so we knock it out, man. I was in Flagstaff. I was actually in Flagstaff when he dropped the news on me. I was like, I ain't never want to hug somebody so bad in my life.
Yeah, man.
and couldn't do it, man. I was like, dog, I was so hyped for both of y'all, man. Again, congratulations. That's huge.
Yeah. No, it was really super dope. And Grace and I, we had to try hard to keep it a surprise and everything like that. So that's what's up. But Marcus actually ended up helping us make it happen. He was there to capture some of it. So we're gonna
have the video so everybody can see the video so you can feel like you were there too. We're gonna make it really nice. So get your tissues ready too, because it's gonna make you even emotional. So hey, get ready.
Yeah, so no, but thank you guys again for all the congratulations for sure.
And last thing, it's two people I thought was the toughest in the world. But that day I had some Elmos. They wasn't that tough that day. So I'm just letting you know. I'm not gonna say any names. It is two people I thought was, hey, well, you know who you are too. I'm just playing. But it was
evidence.
Yeah, it was nice though, man. So congratulations again to my brother and my sister, man.
Thank you. All right, that's what's up. But yes, now back to our theme though. No, but definitely appreciate it. Like you said, we are all family here, so that was super dope to be able to share that with y'all. But yeah, so let's see what else here. Cooper Kupp injured. That sucks for the Rams. I know Moms is upset that the Rams season is basically over.
Yeah,
that was a pretty bad loss to the Cardinals. But what do you guys think? Is that just is the Super Bowl hangover, or is this more? Are they really that bad?
It has to be the hang. I think it's a hangover. I think that's a real thing. Definitely have to be a hangover. But I guess you say the hangover of the winning team because the Bengals they still doing okay. So maybe But I would say that the hangover counts to the winning team. But how long is Cooper Kupp out? Is he out for the rest of the season? You think?
Well, they said he has to have surgery, so I don't know.
So
timetable.
They did place him on IR too.
So at least 4 weeks.
But especially the record, I don't think he'll rush back either. What's for what? So they're not in contention because the NFC is kind of stacked this year. So I think he get your rest, man. You're the MVP last year, man. Hey, you did your thing. So
right.
It just but they pretty much done.
Yeah, Anthony agrees with you there. He says Rams are done. No point in tanking though because they don't have a first round pick.
Oh dang! So yeah. What you think, Strizzy? They done?
Yeah, they're definitely done. Like no one's looked good. Like we all thought Cam Akers was going to come back. They're not even really utilizing him. No run game. Like defense isn't as good as they've been over the last couple of years. Cup's now injured. Like Matthew Stafford's not playing good. You know what I mean? Like
he was in protocol.
Yeah, dude, everything. Just the whole team in itself has just been really, really bad. So, you know what I'm saying? Lick your wounds and figure what you're going to do for next year.
I bet OBJ was never happier that he had that injury, you know what I mean? Because that gave him the time to reset and to figure out where he was going to actually land. Otherwise, he probably would have just re-signed with the Rams and ran it back. So
I'm so curious of what he's going to do, though, now. Like, there's so many teams that he could go to and just make an immediate impact. You know what I mean? Like, and he can basically pick and choose. Like, Vikings, you know what I'm saying? Thielen's been dealing with some injuries, so he'd knock right in there. Bills too. I can't see it with the Chiefs. He could go there too if he wanted to. Like,
I wouldn't go to the Chiefs because that mess up their rhythm. They have a nice thing going on. I think Tony, he's great. He's fitting right in. But I think go to the Vikings, dog. I think they on a roll. They on the way to do something different. And I think he could get the ball there too, you know. So I think he would go either us or the Cowboys or the Vikings. I think he'd get the ball quite a few times. But I think anywhere else, like the 49ers, he won't get as many catches as Chiefs. He won't get as many in the Bills. I don't think either. So
49ers for sure. They don't. Their receivers already struggle getting the ball. Struggle getting the ball. But I think Hawkinson, that pickup is turning out to be a huge pickup. That boy, like his first game, he had 9 receptions. Last week against the Bills, he had a really couple big catches too. Like that's what they needed for sure. That's what they needed for real.
And it's going to show in playoffs too. It's going to show that piece he has because to me. He's at least a top 5 tight end in the NFL right now. He's maybe be top 3, you know. So
especially when he's healthy.
Yeah. So
no, but that's Mom said in relation to the Rams, though Stafford's concussion hurt. That definitely hurt them in the game this weekend.
Yeah.
But he came in the season hurt, so.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. And it's funny though that some people were blaming the backup for the throw he made to Kupp, basically because Kupp injured himself trying to reach and extend for a throw. But yeah, also Anthony Weston, he said OBJ and the Chiefs are still on the table. But like you guys are saying, I kind of agree that he might not get enough targets to be happy, even though he'd make maybe some clutch catches. So.
But if he want to go to Super Bowl again, he'll go there. You know, I almost guarantee he going to Super Bowl with them. So if you want to go to another Super Bowl, then go there. Can they pay him though? Like everybody else can pay him though? They got the money to do?
I don't know because they're talking about he's going to make top money, but the only thing is it's only for the second half of the season, so it's like less.
Oh yeah.
You know. I'm curious too, if it's because he already got paid out for his last contract. I think extension that the Giants extended him. So like, I'm curious for him at this point. Like, is it even about the money? You know what I mean? Like, you want to get paid, but like, I don't know. I think he wants a couple more rings, man.
Yeah, and it came out too.
Back to back.
Yeah, and it came out too that he selected the teams. I think he selected 5 teams, and the last team I think on the thing was the Giants. I'm like, dang, they doing good this year. They lost Tony, so I'm like, hey, like, go back. I think if he went back there, I think they'll really accept him in. I think the people will bring their jerseys back. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta get the same number too. You gotta go back to. You can't go a different number. And I think they'll welcome him back. You know, I think they would. And if he goes there, is he the number 1 receiver that fast?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so too. They got Shepard.
All the Shepherds are always hurt.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying?
I think he goes no 1 receiver. Even though he might not go on the depth chart, but I'm saying in his mind and how he plays.
We'll see. I guess the Giants fans still do love him. I'm like, can you unburn the jersey? But I don't think they really burned his jersey.
I don't think they were really mad because they knew the situation he was in. He wanted to go somewhere else, so I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, that would be interesting, but we'll see. He's definitely another piece to fall soon here. That'll be more of an impactful free agent for sure. So, last thing on here though is that the Germany game this weekend went really well. It was a big event, and they have planned. I think it was a 5-year deal or whatever. So this is the first. So they'll have 4 more games in Germany. Now they're talking about potentially wanting to expand into France and Spain. Yeah. And I was reading about this a little bit. I never knew this, but I guess some teams have already claimed rights to certain territories like in Spain and France too. So that like if they do expand, like that they'll be the home teams when they go there. Kind of like the Jaguars are the home team like in London right now.
Okay.
So they have like basically like they're already kind of securing rights because they're trying to build their fan bases over there and stuff, which is crazy. But they're going to where the money is. But I'm just like, you know, I don't know. I don't like this whole international game thing so much.
Oh, Strizzy left.
We lost Strizzy.
I don't know. I don't like about it is the early game because you wake up, it's already halftime, you know. So that's the only thing, you know. You got to get up. But if it's our team, I think we'll get it. We'll make sure we saw the alarm clocks. But if it ain't our team, we're not really gonna watch that game. So
yeah.
But I think watching that game was actually it was so many people that I was like, wow. And I didn't realize there was a night game too, wasn't it for them?
Well, it was like a late afternoon, yeah.
Oh, okay. It looked kind of dark. So I'm like, is this a primetime game? It looked like it was a little darker than
normal. Basically, it's like kind of like almost like their prime time would be.
Yeah, but I think the overseas game might be cool. You never know. I think the NFL gonna go to the money's at. So they gonna always do the money thing. So they'll be straight for that. But I watching that game, I was telling somebody when I was watching the game, I think the Bucks are back, man. I think they're gonna get on that train, man. Gonna start like no, they won a Super Bowl that year. They weren't doing so good. All of a sudden they start clicking. I think it's gonna happen, man. I think people say they were done, but they're gonna definitely win the division. And I think they're gonna be okay, man. They might get a first round bye.
That divorce is finalized. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. I said the same thing.
Oh my
God. Divorce is finalized.
I'm like, yeah, like he know what he gonna have to give her. You know what I'm saying? He knows here. Okay, we good then. Let's go.
Cloud is off of that. Like,
yeah, maybe he thought she was gonna do more and she did, but she didn't. She was a good divorcee. You know, he's like, okay, cool. We can still be friends.
More money than he do. That's why.
Yeah, so he probably was like, okay, cool.
What was she gonna say? If anything, she was like, look, you take your money and go your way. I'm gonna take mine and go mine. We gonna.
He was cool. He like, she already got more money. She gonna take some of my money, but she didn't. And you're like, oh, we good. You're like, I get the kids on the weekend. Okay, cool.
Breathe easy now. Can start playing now.
She ain't messed my money on when I start broadcasting either. So she good. Like he's fine, dog. He's good.
Hey, how long before Giselle starts dating Pete Davidson?
Oh my gosh, that would be it, right? But no, that's funny though. But you're right though, Marcus. All they have to do is get in the playoffs, and then you never know from there. So, but yeah, Anthony Weston said, I did see Anthony Weston posted earlier. He said I'm going to the Chiefs game in Germany next year. Chiefs has territorial rights in Germany like the Bucks. So yeah, man, I don't know. Let's see, Anthony. Let's make it happen. See if you can get some group rates going or something like that.
Bro, that'd be dope.
No,
I've been trying to get to Germany.
It would be kind of scary in Germany. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of weird though. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I know it's expensive though. That's for sure. This game was expensive, and I think as they continue to grow it, it's only going to get more crazier, and more people are going to try to get involved. But
and the Chiefs game too, so it's going to be even more expensive just because of that.
Yeah. Right. Bobby's ready to roll though.
Right.
So. All right, we'll see though. We'll see. You guys may have to be SLAC official reporters. We might have to send you guys some cameras. But let's check the week 10 scoreboard real quick. And got to shout out the Panthers though, getting a win in prime time. What's up with that, Strizzy?
Shouts out to the boys. Say they did their thing, especially on defense. Killed it. So I love watching our defense play, especially when they're doing well. But shout out to the boys. They got another dub.
Yeah, I'm glad for them. Chill's still kind of pulling it together, but the Falcons too. It's like they were kind of promising, and they're falling off now too. So it is an interesting division. Everybody just kind of like kind of really even. So
straight up, none of us picked the Panthers. I think none of us had that game going right.
Yeah, no.
Yo, that tumble throw that Mariota did. I would have taken him out the game just for that. he would have been on the bench. I would have put what's the kid's name? Riddell?
Desmond Ritter.
Ritter. Yeah. I'm waiting for that kid to come in though, man, because he looked really good in the preseason. So I'm waiting for him to get his shot.
I think it might be soon. Yeah, I mean they were kind of tinkering around the number one spot in the division, but it doesn't look like it's going that way for them. So
that's over with.
Yeah.
The
Cowboys, Bills. Man. The Cowboys, Packers, yeah. I really do blame. I mean, Dak was off the whole game, but they still did enough that they should have won that game. With having the 28-14 point lead, you got to at least just get a couple first downs and just run some time off the clock.
I don't understand. Number 34, I don't know his name. Run hard. He's running hard. Getting in. Why we stop running the ball? Like like why we want to throw the ball? We threw the ball.
Have like 120 something yards too.
I don't know. It just when we get that lead like that, we get conservative. Like okay, we just want to win the game. No, man, play to blow them out or something. Don't play to just to win the game. Because you do that, you're gonna lose. And then our defense, not trying to be funny, but Anthony Brown, he got burnt, and then he gonna say he got hurt. He got concussion. All right. Well, that's what you want to call it. I was kind of happy he was gone because he's trash to me. So he got burnt, and then he gonna I hit my head and all this. So I thought we was gonna be good, but Watson, he killed us, man. Like the dude had 4 catches for 3 touchdowns and 100 and something yards. Like it was like the reincarnation of when Randy Moss had 3 catches for 180 yards.
Right.
Like like I didn't understand that. So I think Quinn had a bad game. He called a bad game that game. I don't think he didn't give him respect to Watson. He's like, all right, he ain't gonna do it. He killed us pretty much. So I think he should have respected him a little bit more. And I think he had Wilson them too down too much trying to get the blitz and all that. Keep him out there to cover a little bit more. And then Michael Parsons, I don't know what happened to him. He didn't show up. So I don't know if he was kind of hurt or whatever. But he didn't. He normally get those when we need that sack or something at the end. He normally come through and get that, but he didn't get one. So it
I think
showed.
They were out there too much. Yeah, I think that they. And like you said, the game plan wasn't quite right from the defense, but also offensively, just a couple more first downs late in that game, we could have, kind of put that game away. But yeah, got away from the run game. And then I think it was McCarthy. He got too emotional about, it's McCarthy against the Packers and I'm going.
And don't nobody care. It's been like 5 years. We don't care about that.
A hot minute.
That's what I said. I'm like,
I don't care about you.
So they kept showing him, though. It was so annoying, though, during the game. They kept showing him come out early and take a piece of grass and all this other stuff. I'm like, but I do think, like, maybe if he was emotional about it, like, that's why it clouded his decision-making. Late in that game, in the overtime, you just take the field goal. You don't have to go for it on 4th and 5 or whatever it was when we weren't really moving the ball well anyway. So, I don't know. Pops, let's see. Pops, here comes Pops. He says, "Don't blame Brown. Coach got cocky and Dak was terrible."
But how we don't blame Brown? He got burnt. He got burnt. How we go? It ain't like he got hurt. I do blame him for he started out. He got Watson going because like he's missing all kinds. That's how you catch the ball. Okay, I'm gonna do this a little bit more. That's how that happened.
I watched like the highlights of it, but when I heard that Watson had 3 touchdowns, I was like, damn, how many receptions did he have? I was like, he had 4 receptions. Right. For 3 times on 4.
And all 4 were game changers. All 4 catches was game changers too.
But to me, that's like Madden numbers when it's like you're just playing on Madden and it's like there's not that many reps, so it's like 4 catches for 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like that's ridiculous.
But I think the way we lost too, I think it kind of humbled us a little bit more because we were getting a little cocky because we won those 2 games with Dak back and Dak, I'm good, all that. So I think it'll humble us. But if we win against the Vikings, then it'll even each other a little bit more. I think we'll be okay. But those 2 interceptions, I don't know about blame Dak for those because the first one, it showed that Schultz didn't go his route and then CeeDee Lamb didn't finish his route. So do we blame Dak for those? I don't think Dak had a bad game. I think
Dak had a bad game just from missing certain throws. Like it wasn't just the picks, but just there was a lot of ones. He wasn't sharp to me. A lot of throws in the dirt. A lot of times he just didn't step up into the pocket. So
the Packers have one of the best secondaries in the league. I mean, he had 3 interceptions, 2 interceptions,
2
or 3, 2. Yeah, Green Bay does have a good secondary too. But.
They do. They got nice little guys back there. But the 2 picks though,
28. Once we had the 14-point lead though, still
true that.
And the 2 picks was the guy who don't even play. Like that was his first game, I think, playing safety. So he shouldn't have got those picks. And that was easy. I could have caught those picks.
Yeah.
And Pops, are we putting Brown and Deion in the same sentence? What? Come on. See, Pops is a true Cowboy fan. I guess I'm not a true. I like he's been in longer than me, but Brown belong on the Cowboys team. He need to go. We ain't comparing Deion. I don't remember Deion ever getting burned though.
I love the Panthers. Sometimes we just gotta give it to our team. Like nah.
What Deion did get burned when he played for the Ravens. Like he was 36 then, so I would give you that. But Prime Deion never got burned. He's a lock up Jerry Rice, so I don't know, Pops. Maybe when he played for the Redskins, meaning Commanders. I'm sorry, guy, but he didn't. I don't remember getting burned. I don't know.
Yeah,
we lost though. We lost.
Yeah, it was bad, and it is a big game going into the Vikings. We have to play at the Vikings next week, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. But we can't lose too much ground. But thankfully, the Commanders did take out the Eagles, so that's what's up. That helps us in the NFC East race a little bit.
Yeah. The Dolphins for real, y'all? The Dolphins, they nice, dog. Or you think it's still early?
I don't know. I think they're pretty nice. The question is, will it work in the playoffs? And they got to capitalize on it fast because the way this new offense that McDaniel's bringing, I feel like it's kind of like what we've seen in the past where all of a sudden a new thing happens and it's like it takes like 1 year for the defense to really adjust and then after that it's gone. He's just doing a lot of play action and a lot of motion and I think that they'll adjust to that eventually.
I think Tua gets a lot of help too. I mean,
yeah.
Waddle and Tyreek Hill, the two fastest receivers in the game. Like, and Tua's arm is. I don't think I've seen an arm weaker. That dude's arm is. No, I wish I was playing around, but no, that dude's arm is mad weak. He ain't got
timing. It's all timing for him, yeah,
bro. So, but the thing is, when you have receivers like those two, you don't have to throw it deep. You know what I'm saying? So nothing they're throwing is really deep downfield. They just have two really good receivers who can make the best of short yardage reception. So, like Ada was saying, they're good. They're definitely good, but I still think Tua is their weakness, though.
Well, next year Lamar Jackson might go there. So
right.
No, I don't know. I still wonder what's going to happen with Lamar Jackson.
I told y'all last week, Lamar Jackson and Sean going to the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, got you. All right, we'll mark that one down. I got to write that one down.
Put on sticky note, man.
Man, they gonna franchise him, man.
Dang, that would be really bad though for them.
I think
man. That would be a really bad.
They're not gonna have a choice, dog. Like, think about it. They just picked up Roquan Smith. They gave up a second round. They're not letting him go. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to pay both of those dudes next year. So they're gonna pay Smith because they're a big defensive team, and they're gonna franchise Lamar. Double stamp it. I promise you, House. They're gonna franchise that man. Watch.
Anthony.
Ravens just kind of quiet.
Anthony talking about Tony. Did you guys see the catch when he fixed his gloves right before he caught the ball? Like, who does that, dog? Like, that was so dumb how he did that. Though. He was like fixing his gloves and he jumped up and caught it. Like, he's gonna. They got that much better. That's crazy.
I can't believe that's his first touchdown too. Like, that just. Oh my!
Ever? Oh, you talking about with them?
His talent.
That's his first time ever.
That's his first touchdown in NFL. Period.
Wow. Yeah.
So no, like Daniel Jones is trash to me, but like still, like that's crazy because Tony's nice. Like that, he's a good receiver.
But that play I'm talking about, he didn't score on that play, but you saying he did score though, yeah. So
yeah, he did score in that game though. Yeah.
But that play was just kind of like it did kind of remind me of like when like a outfielder's like about to catch it and they're like patting the glove or like doing something like just like a little thing. That was pretty tight, but yeah.
Cause I seen it live too. I'm like, wait, did he just fix his? I said, no, he didn't. And then when he replayed that show, I'm like, this dude really got his gloves together. Like, there's no way he should have caught that ball though. Like, that took that much time to do that.
Right,
it's crazy,
but yeah, Chiefs are definitely rolling again. 49ers look pretty good, but they kind of struggled against the Chargers too. That was a good game. That was a better game than I expected. Yeah. That Chargers 49ers.
Chargers tend to play good against better teams, but they play poor against the bad ones. Oh, it's weird. I don't know why. No clue why. That's why I think they'll do well against KC next week, but they're gonna lose. Like, they'll play good, but they're gonna lose.
Yeah. All right. I think that's NFL though. I think we did a good job with that one.
Yeah.
We talked about though, Kadarius Toney potentially being the steal of the trade deadline, and it looks like Bobby agrees too. So we'll keep this thing moving, and we'll go ahead and jump into our next topic. All right, NBA talk. So not too much going on in the NBA other than the Lakers still suck. They did get a win against the Nets the other night, which was pretty cool. Anthony Davis played well, so hopefully that might be increasing his trade value. The Nets did officially name their coach Jacques Vaughn as their new coach, who was basically the interim coach when Steve Nash was fired. I think they did stay away from Udoka because of some of the controversy that's swirling. That controversy, including Kyrie, who missed his 7th game so far. They had said they suspended him for a minimum of 5 games. It's been 7 so far, and I think I don't know if there is any type of timetable, but I think that this is going to be an extended thing. I don't think I see Kyrie playing for the Nets again, based on their wish list of items that he needs to do. We'll see if he gets traded or what happens with that. What do you guys think the Nets' future with Kyrie is, if you had to speculate?
It's over. I wouldn't play for him no more. That's me personally.
It's both for me. I think as for Kyrie, I feel like he needs a reset. He needs just to go somewhere else. It just hasn't worked out in Brooklyn his entire his short career there. You know what I'm saying? It just hasn't worked out. And I think for the Nets, vice versa, it hasn't worked out for them with him either. You know what I mean? So trade him, try to get something for him. But I think that it's going to be tough because Kyrie hasn't really done himself any favors. You know what I mean? And being of teams really wanting to go out and get him, right? It's going to be one of those things where LeBron's going to have to go back and be like, yo, I still want Kai. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be kind of tough to move him because he's still good enough to get something back. You know what I mean? So it just depends on what the Nets are willing to let go, in my opinion. But
it just what the front office is doing. That's what I don't like. I don't think it's a team and maybe the coach and everything. I think it's the front office. Like, they didn't have my back last year. They don't have my back this year. So I'm saying, why am I here? So
for sure. Especially because it wasn't even, it was the front office's decision too that he couldn't play in away games. It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't NBA.
Yeah, it wasn't NBA. So he could have played in all the, I can't remember how many games he missed before they let him come back, play away games. But you know what I mean? Like, they really haven't had his back. You know what I mean? And regardless of how you feel about the COVID shot, it is still his decision. But I still think he should have gotten it just for the sake of the team. But I can't tell Kyrie what to do with his body. You know what I mean? But.
Right. Yeah, it is interesting to see how this will play out. It's been nothing but drama, and we had talked about it. It's funny because we almost had Kyrie, a good Kyrie back. You know what I'm saying? We almost had made it back. The first month of this season, he wasn't really causing too much trouble. He had a clean, a nice quiet off season. And then here we go again with it. So
I blame Kanye.
We'll see. Yeah, the timing didn't help him with that. And speaking of timing, Stephanie Washington, welcome. Time change got you today.
Time change got
we understand. It does suck that everybody else changes and we stay the same, but it kind of throws things off. But thank you for being here. We appreciate that. Let's see. Anthony Wesley says straight up swap Kyrie for Russell.
Russell can't play with KD. That ain't happening. So
I would say if it was before the year, maybe they would do it. But LeBron kind of came out strong against Kyrie recently after this stuff. So I don't know if that was.
Oh, that's a good point. I forgot about that. He did kind of. He didn't really go after Kyrie, but he definitely went after what's going on with Kyrie. So
yeah,
that's a good point.
Who did that?
LeBron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they are both on 1-year contracts. I think, they definitely would have done it maybe before the season. But like you said, too, this KD and Russell, too, it is weird how much, drama there is anymore. You know what I'm saying? There's always these storylines, but he could play with him, but he can't play with him. So, it's so much stuff going on now in this NBA. It's these guys swap around and they're running out of places to go. It's pretty crazy.
I love the Russell block on KD, though. That was a we played really long time together, and he knew where that ball was going to be type block. That was a good ass block, man.
That was nice, and that was actually a big play in the win. The Lakers beating the Nets, and KD did give him credit on that one. It was one of those things that he just knew him too well. So
exactly.
But speaking of trades too, with the Lakers or just in general, apparently Bradley Beal he's just got cleared back from health and safety protocols. And the Wizards actually won the last 4 games. He missed the last 5, and they've won the last 4 games in a row. Talking about him actually potentially being a trade target, a mystery trade target for the Lakers and a couple other teams. And it's crazy because he just signed the big money, the long-term, I'm going to stay in Washington thing. And he does have a right to waive a trade. He doesn't have a no trade clause, but I guess he can waive it if it's a place that he doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but there's some little rumors and whispers that there might be talks about moving Bradley Beal. So we'll see. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. Another move that happened, James Wiseman for the Warriors was demoted to the G League so he can get a little bit more playing time. He's basically been getting coach's decision, did not play coach's decision for the past 3-4 games in a row. So I'm kind of surprised at this. I think this guy shows promise when he gets chances, but I don't know what it is that maybe he's just not showing enough consistency to the coaching staff. What do you guys think of Wiseman?
I would just say he gotta give him time. I think he's gonna be one of those dominant big men down there. I think he can stretch the floor too. He's quick. I think he'll be fine. He's like get his feet under him a little bit. That's all. He'll be all right.
Right. And I think it's hard too, you know what I'm saying? Like he was out for an entire year as well, just like Clay. But when Clay came back, he got entered into the starting lineup immediately. You know what I mean? Like they didn't do that for him. You know what I mean? He was a starter before he went down. And like I said, like Marcus said, like you got to give him some time. You got to give him some minutes. Like, you know, how is he going to get consistent play from him if you're not playing him? And
even in college,
is not good. Oh, go ahead.
I wasn't saying. Remember in college, he didn't play a full season. Remember he got in trouble with that stuff. So he hasn't played. I don't think a full year in a while. So
right,
yeah,
right. And doing it in the G League is not going to help.
Like it'll be cool for him to pad stats and get minutes, but yeah, it's not really going to be the
unless he's out of shape. You know what I'm saying? Like unless he's out of shape, giving him G League minutes is not going to help. He's just going to go in there and just
dominate.
Yeah, he's going to dominate exactly. So I don't know.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Anthony West says, seems like in sports, everything is instant gratification. Guys need time to develop.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Unk says, is Kawhi Leonard still hurt? Kind of, but not really. He still just kind of, kind of not really, maybe sort of.
We need to get used to the rest of his career. He's never going to do what he did before with the Spurs. This is him. He's not going to play a lot. He's going to play what he want and when he want. It's gonna happen. We gotta get you guys. That's what he is, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The old basketball. I think I read an article. It said Jordan played 6 straight years without missing a game.
Yeah.
What?
That's crazy. Season that he missed that was like injury play. When he broke his was his hand or whatever, or his foot or something like that. Like when he missed like all those games and came back basically in the playoffs. When they lost,
I think Scottie Pippen did maybe a year or two more than Jordan, but I'm like, what? Like this? I don't know, man. I feel like an old head saying that. Like they ain't missed no games. You know, I saw old heads be talking, but
I've been waiting for Pops to say something already.
Kobe too. How long did Kobe play with that broken finger and just decided like, no, I'm not even gonna get surgery on it because I got
even the offseason because of the Olympics and everything like that. He just kept going. Like, not time for that.
So finger taped up all year.
It's crazy. One other thing in the news: the Miami Heat, FTX Arena. FTX is a cryptocurrency, or was a cryptocurrency company, and they recently went under. And the Miami Heat immediately cut ties with FTX, and they started taking down the sign on the top of the arena. There, you can kind of see that on the lower right one. And so they had a 19-year, $135 million deal. And I think this was only the first year of the deal that they were paying.
Wow. Yeah, we just changed the name last season.
Yeah. So they're looking for another naming rights already again. And actually Bang Bros has offered them $10 million for the naming rights. And so I don't know if they'll actually go for that. I highly doubt it, but they're putting their
hey man,
they're
money talks.
So
what was it before? Triz, you remember what it was before?
Bank of America.
And then wasn't it American Airlines before that too for a while?
Yeah.
Too? It's changed a lot, I feel like, recently.
Yeah, it's changed a couple of times, but it's
I'm sorry, bro. I keep on messing you up, man.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I was just saying, just the names or whatever. But I'm not really sure where they're gonna go from here. Probably another bank or something.
Yeah, we'll see. But I think that'd be interesting. That'd be pretty progressive if they actually went with a company like that.
So is the name that they changed it? Did they go bankrupt or something? Or something happened with the company?
Yeah, so the company itself went bankrupt. Yeah. And they were a cryptocurrency company, and there's some rumors and some suspicious dealings with them, what do they do with some of their money and things like that. So
is the Lakers gonna be next? Okay, isn't there a crystal?
There's just crypto.com. Well, as long as their company doesn't go under, then I think they're gonna be okay. But
Bitcoin's still the biggest one or whatever, so they might be all right.
Because I heard some of that. I don't want to get into that. Ain't about the show about. But I've been hearing that stuff like that they haven't been doing good lately. So I wonder if it's gonna last or not.
Yeah.
Well, the more traditional and the more structured, and the more regular currencies are trying to.
Because you want to see your money, man. You want to be able to go okay, it's in there. I gotta go pull it out. Other stuff, it's virtual. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Man. Most rich people use cryptocurrency to hide their money.
Okay.
So But the problem is cryptocurrency is still going down, so people aren't putting their money in there anymore because they're losing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's definitely going down.
Yeah.
And it's an Enron Arena.
Enron Arena, yeah. One comment I missed earlier that I wanted to mention, said Wembayama expected to be the number 1 overall pick next draft. He's definitely going to be the number 1 pick. The
French kid
center out of France.
Okay.
It don't even
and
matter.
they were talking about that he might be, he might be a part of a threat to U.S. basketball or whatever in the next World Cup or the next Olympics, but I still doubt that. One player is not going to make that difference.
Yeah.
As long as we keep sending our guys out there.
Bringing Tony Parker back, that's what and what's that Batum? Are they gonna beat us?
So I'm not worried either.
Like, is that MB play with them too, or he could play with them if he wanted to?
No, it's the guy Gobert plays with them, right?
Who?
Gobert, is that how you say his
Gobert?
name?
Yeah,
Gobert plays with them. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So they're saying that the combination of them maybe, but I'm not tripping. Like I said, as long as we send our guys, we should be good. But but that's all really for basketball talk. We'll get into some of the holiday schedules too, some of those bigger matchups to see coming up pretty soon. And then after the first year, it kind of heats up a little bit more. So we'll be getting into that. But I think that's pretty much it. Anthony West says, imagine the Lakers get the number 1 pick and the Pelicans swap picks. Yeah, the Pelicans do have a right to swap number 1 picks with the Lakers this year. That would be crazy, though, if that did end up happening. But I feel like the NBA wouldn't allow it somehow. They'll
I had a quick question too. Like, is it yes or no? You have to respond on that. You guys think the Kyrie thing messed up the Udoka getting a head coaching job for the Nets? Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like there was just too much drama, and they were like, "We got to go the smoother route."
Got it.
And Udoka's like, "Dang,
God dang it, man! I was almost out of there.
I was about to start my new path." So,
no Kyrie like that,
right? But that's too bad. But yeah, it does. It's so weird how things can just influence other things. But I definitely think so.
Dang, Kanye.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's jump into other sports where Strizzy's going to talk to us about the UFC event.
Let's get it, Strizzy.
So what's next again?
Other sports?
Oh yeah, other sports. Okay, so not
not basketball. We did that already.
Oh, okay, like hockey.
Yeah, like hockey. Feel me?
Okay, like baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Like soccer, right?
There we go.
Like soccer.
Like other sports.
All right, other sports. So yeah, we got to talk about our top story for this week. Which
dang, Doug, you had to do him like that, though.
You get the worst photo too. The absolute worst photo.
I had to let y'all know what was going on, though.
Man. Don't even talk. He should have lost. That's how we get looking at that picture. Golly, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was just wondering what's next for Izzy after this. And I did put up his overall record. His overall record, he's 103-8. Super dominant fighter.
He lost 8.
But yeah, and
he lost in MMA.
Oh, okay, only 2 in the MMA, but
MMA he's 23-2.
Yeah,
and
I definitely think
losses you can barely count.
What's that?
The loss where he went up to a light heavyweight.
Oh yeah,
like I barely count that loss.
But no, I did want to get your opinion, Strizzy, since you covered the fight for us on the fight, and then also just on what's next for Izzy.
Yeah, man, it was actually a crazy fight. It was actually really good. The funny part about it, man, is 2 more seconds in the first round, the fight wouldn't have gone to the second. Mm-hmm. Izzy actually knocked him out on his feet. He was done, but the bell saved him.
Wow.
he literally knocked him out. But you can't go down, through the bell. So he lived to fight to the second round, where Izzy basically still completely dominated throughout the entire fight. But in UFC and in boxing too, you know what I'm saying, one good punch, it ended all. But what happened in the last round is Alex Pereira got him. He stuck him with one, and Izzy was in trouble, but he was still cognizant, right? He was still he was looking at him, but he was still dodging punches. But Alex caught him with another one, and then the ref called it. And then as soon as the ref called it, Izzy stood up and looked at him and was like, "What are you doing?" I'm okay. He was pissed. He was pretty upset. I see why the ref called it, because it's kind of tough to tell. You know what I mean? He's moving, he's weaving, Right, keep him safe. That Izzy kind of is the face right now of the UFC. You know what I'm saying? With Conor McGregor gone and what's the little short shit's name? I'm losing his name.
Oh, Mighty Mouse.
Khabib. Khabib retired too, but yeah, it was tough. Like it looked really bad. Like if he would have been able to just grab a hold of him and last that round, he wins 3-2. 3-2 rounds. But yeah, Rev called it. Izzy was a little upset about it, but they'll rematch. They're not going to fight anybody. Neither one of them will fight anybody in between time. They're going to run it back probably around March or so. Give them both enough time to kind of, get back good or whatever. But it was a really good fight, man. It was a really, really good fight. Shout out to Alex. He moved up so quickly. I mean, you don't normally move up that fast. I think only like 2 other fighters have really done that, and that's McGregor and Brock Lesnar, who moved up like that quickly in the rankings to go for a championship. So shout out to Alex, man. He fought hard. His corner was really good too. They were telling him exactly what to do, and even Izzy was like, "Damn," he's like, "They can kind of see through my shit." So it was a good fight, but we'll see what happens in the next round, man. If Alex beats him, he just has his number because he's already beaten him twice in kickboxing, and then he beat him once in MMA. So interesting.
He also said he made a good point too. Izzy said this is 3rd fight in 10 months, so that's a big deal. He said normally people they try to wait around like another year or so for they fight again. He said I did it 3 times in 10 months.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fighting. So
he's been fighting. He's definitely been fighting. That's for sure.
Yeah. So.
Well, hopefully he'll take his time and prepare for this rematch. But that's what I want to see too. I hope he can come back and kind of avenge this loss and get this guy kind of out of his head a little bit. But
me too. Izzy's my favorite fighter, man. Like in the UFC, like he's that good. He's super technical, and just the way he performs, like saying he's not just a fighter. Like he reminds me. He's basically the new generation Anderson Silva. Like he's
right.
that good. He's that technical. He's that elusive. Like he's nice, man. He's real nice.
So is Anderson Silva in his heyday better than John Jones in his heyday?
Kind of for the skill. Like I mean, Anderson Silva was like a really good fighter though.
Yeah, I mean, like when you look at like records and how long he held on to the belt, how many times he defended it, like Silva was a beast, man. Like you just couldn't touch him. That was his thing. Like you just couldn't touch him. Like he'd walk out of a fight and he could probably fight tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, without getting touched. So he was a monster. Jones is just one of those guys that like he's just too hard to beat. Like really, you know what I mean? Like he's really strong too. He's got knockout power, ground defense, counter punching. Like Jones is a real deal too. But both fighters, phenomenal.
Yeah. So but we'll see. But no, I agree that Adesanya is kind of like that next exciting fighter to watch. So, but you know how it goes in UFC. People don't last too long. You'll have your run to the top, but there's eventually it's gonna happen. You're gonna get beat up. That's what happens. So
yeah.
But no, I just wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about that fight and to see what's going on with that. A couple other stories here. Edwin Diaz did get signed. He was one of the early free agents in baseball to get signed. Free agency period is going on, though. Some different signings coming through. But Edwin Diaz did sign 5 years, $102 million, which is the most ever for a reliever. Somebody that can come in and only pitch 1 inning a game potentially, but cash out like that. So definitely setting a high trend there. We got the NCAA top 10 on the right. And the top 5 was unchanged, but Oregon did lose to Washington. Washington upset Oregon. Oregon basically only had that 1 loss at the beginning of the year to Georgia. Was kind of on a run back towards the top rankings. Now they've crashed down out of the top 10, and we got Utah as the only Pac-10 team up there.
LSU, man, that's gonna be a game right there, dog.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Yeah, and with Georgia and LSU winning this week, it is locked in that Saturday, December 4th, the SEC championship game will be Georgia and LSU. I think that's going to be a really good one. But I still feel like, I don't want to be too cocky about it, but I feel like Georgia shouldn't lose this year. They should not lose. So we'll see. They have Kentucky this week, and then after that, they'll get ready for Georgia Tech and then LSU.
So you saying you'll be surprised if you guys lose before the playoff? That'd be a big surprise for you.
Yeah,
okay.
I think. Well, I guess I shouldn't. I wouldn't. As long as we play the way we should, then we shouldn't. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
I like your quarterback. Your quarterback got swag this year, man. I think last year he was just kind of like being being a good guy. But
right.
now I think he like, hey man, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
And then number
I think it is
19,
something.
I figured his name at tight end.
Brock Bowers, yeah.
He has to be top 10 next year, right? Getting drafted, right?
Well,
Can he
the
go that
thing is,
high?
he's still a sophomore, so I don't know if
Oh, he's a
even-
sophomore?
Yeah, he's a sophomore. Last year was his freshman year.
So he
that's the
can't
thing,
get drafted
he
this
still
year
has
then,
one more
huh?
year. Yeah.
Dang, you gotta play one more year being that good? Like,
I know he's like, come on, let me get my money.
oh man, it should be a rule. Your stats are like this, you can go, man.
Right.
Because then it could happen next year. You know what I'm saying? Like he killing this year. Like, man, that sucks. I didn't know he was a sophomore though. That's crazy.
Yeah, he can't go until 2024. So
last year he was a freshman playing like that?
yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Oh, Anthony wasn't mentioning that Edwin Diaz has another Bobby Bonilla contract that has deferred payments until 2036.
So he getting paid still? Bobby Bonilla's still getting paid?
Bobby Bonilla's his just ended.
Oh, it just ended. Okay.
But he's saying it's that type of a deal. It's that type of a deal.
Because Bobby played for the Indian, or I shouldn't say Indian, the Gardeners, right? That's what he played for? Or that's somebody else I'm thinking about?
No, but I think he was the Marlins when he got that contract. I can't remember.
Okay.
Or maybe even the Mets too. Now I'm blanking on that, but we'll find out. Or Anthony Wilson will help us out with that. Yeah, Mets. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's their style of doing business. I thought it might have been the Mets too. So, we also have Julio Rodriguez. He won the AL Rookie of the Year this year and kind of came up out of nowhere. The first player ever in his rookie season to have 25 home runs and 25 steals. And when you say rookie season, actually his first year up at the majors, not just when he was like rookie eligible. So that's pretty legit. Also, Novak Djokovic, he got cleared to go to the Australian Open next year. So last year there was a big deal with him not being vaccinated. He tried to get his exemption, landed there, got deported and all that. He is going to be cleared for the Australian Open this year. We have a couple other stories coming in too. This one, I did see this, and I wanted to mention this one. Stephanie Washington said Yasiel Puig going to plead guilty to lying about illegal sports betting, and he did basically he was approached by investigators for this like illegal sports gambling site, and he said he never used it. Then it's come out that he actually made a lot of bets on this site, but never bet on baseball. Actually, is so far what's coming out. So the crazy thing is though, it's like he can do. It's like something like somewhere in between 5 years probation and like 3 years of jail time is like the range of what he can get. But I don't think he'll actually get any jail time for that.
Probably not.
Anthony Weston, he also said, I was hoping Bobby Witt Jr. would have won for the Royals. He did get a couple votes for the Rookie of the Year, but nothing near what J-Rod ended up getting. And then the last story we have on here is a sad story. We talk about this way too often. We, come up have, stories like this coming up, but University of Virginia, 3 of their football players were killed and 2 other students were injured on the way home from a field trip this weekend. And it was actually a former University of Virginia player that was that has now been apprehended in relation to the shooting. But just really sad story. The university students kind of held a vigil, and they're gonna have to band together. That's just just like senseless things that come up. But definitely a very sad story, and our thoughts or prayers are with those families involved there. So
yeah,
it's just crazy though. It seems like we have something to talk about of that nature every other week.
Yeah, that's the worst part about it, man. It's just happening way too often.
Yeah. So, very very sad on that note. But yeah, that is I think pretty much our sports report for the week. I don't know if you guys had any other topics you wanted to bring up before we close out, or anything you wanted to mention. But I did want to say thanks again for the love on for Grace and I, for sure.
That's all that matters, though.
Yep.
The Williams, man, is all it's all about. The rest of the year, dog.
That's what's up. So we'll end it right there. That was Say Like a Champ, episode 168. Let me get the outro ready on that one. And again, we appreciate you guys. Check us out on Thursday for our Week 11 NFL picks. We'll do our moneyline picks and our locks, and then we'll be back next Thursday for episode 169. Next Tuesday, as always, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And again, thank you guys for rocking with us.
We got a question. We got a question.
Thank you guys for the comments. Oh, Anthony Weston said, "When's the honeymoon?" So we went on a
bachelor party.
That's right.
Right. That's the only thing with it being a surprise and nobody's knowing is we didn't have no showers, no bachelor party.
Hey, Grace, like can we give my bachelor party, Grace?
Like we did a little getaway, but we'll do another.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we could do something. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bachelor party and Bible study.
A little bit more celebrating.
That's right. You're right.
Yeah, my bad.
Bible
man.
study, dog.
Grace,
Stop with that, Grace.
I meant Bible study. We gonna get right with the Lord.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta.
We'll put something together though for sure. But yeah, but definitely very exciting. So, and we appreciate all the support for sure.
That's real.
But yeah, that was episode 168 of Stay Like a Champ. It's your boy A-Dub
and your boy Strizzy.
Honeymoon.
And you say the truth.